The Warhammer TV show is an exciting prospect. After all, it has so much incredible lore and stories that it could go off, yet we have only had small fragments of what a show could be like, with the incredible Astartes project and some outstanding gameplay of the new Space Marine game that is set to come out in the next few weeks. So when we had the news that Henry Cavill, a major actor who is enthralled by the lore and a company that in recent years has produced some of the most violent and grotesque pieces of media, it should go hand in hand for Warhammer fans. But if you were to search up what is going on with the show, it would seem that the end is nigh, and it shall be cancelled before it even reaches the writing stage. Well, that sucks. Well, what if I were to tell you that this wasn't the case? At least not yet. Yes, I, a very small creator, have made this video to tell you that the Warhammer TV show is not cancelled, and to tell you why people believe it is. I should say though, this shall be my only video on this topic, as it's not something I want my channel to be dedicated around. I have also included a list of my sources from a multitude of different websites, articles and reports to back up everything, so should you wish, you can verify all that I say through that. Also, this has nothing to do with having a grudge or me being upset at creators and their content. I mean, don't go after anybody just because they have made something you disagree with. It's pointless and only stokes the flames of arguments, which I for one am sick of. So after that, why would I be talking about this? Because I'm tired of hearing it. That's all there is to it. I just want to get the thoughts off my chest. So let's get to it. Why do people believe the show is cancelled? Rumours. That's it, that's all there is. That is what everybody has taken as fact. Leaks and rumours. It has been repeated across channels and even some news agencies that the show is being cancelled and Henry Cavill is mad at Amazon, which, to be fair, could be seen as being genuine, as after all, he did leave the Witcher TV show, as allegedly, he felt the creative decisions did not align with what the show should have been. But where did people hear this from? Which reliable news source reported that he has had difficulties with Amazon? It's 4chan. It's 4chan. Alright, to be fair, other people have come forth supposedly with inside knowledge as well, but it's always the same. It's a leaker who supposedly works behind the scenes of the company who is putting it out there that this is happening. Good news for you then. My dad works at LEGO and he has told me that a Warhammer set depicting the Golden Throne is being made right now. That's how much validity these claims have, which, if you can't tell, is nothing at all. If there is a source, and all they provide as evidence is a comment that they themselves had made, then it should not be taken as fact. But unfortunately, time and time again, we are seeing creators saying the same thing, and people are believing it. But surely, you say to yourself, there must be more to it than just leaks from 4chan or a random guy that just so happens to work for Amazon who is telling these people specifically about the behind the scenes secrets. And to that, I say there is, and it even says the show will be cancelled by Games Workshop themselves. Just take a look at this article. It clearly says that if they cannot reach a creative agreement by the end of 2024, it will not go ahead. So, the show isn't going ahead. Oh wait. Yeah, so the other major piece of evidence telling us that the show is cancelled is that Amazon and GW haven't reached an agreement yet on their creative liberties. To which I say, yes. The show could still be cancelled, but it hasn't reached the deadline yet. For all we know, it could be the last minute of the last day before they reach their agreement. Now, it may be shocking when I say this, but this isn't a surprise. Now, I won't lie to you and tell you that I know everything that needs to go on behind the scenes, but we can make some very good guesses as to what may be happening. Warhammer is incredibly vast and expansive, and would arguably be the toughest challenge for Amazon to get right should they gain the rights to produce the series. They need to find a creative middle ground that provides enough information for new people whilst also keeping to the lore and keeping it as accurate for the veterans of the series. They also need to ensure that the story is going to be suitable enough for their audiences, as after all, I would be shocked if they were given free reign and decided to show the Homunculaba. There needs to be a storyline they must follow and characters they need rights for, and God knows how many characters there are in a single faction alone. There are so many little things that need to be given a yes or a no before Games Workshop and Amazon are comfortable for it to go ahead, so yeah. I'm in no way shocked it's taking this long. So why are creators and articles doing this? Why would they just continue to peddle rumours that hold next to no ounce of truth to them? Simple. It's the same reason Games Workshop and Amazon are making the show in the first place. Money and engagement. Warhammer is an incredibly popular franchise with an incredibly dedicated fan base. I mean, They'd have to be if they are willing to put up a second mortgage just to buy another chunk of plastic and leave it on their ever-growing pile of shame. These channels and journalists know this, and what they may lack in knowledge for Warhammer, they make up for in how to make incredibly engaging content. Trigger words, flashy titles, and vague but intriguing stories about what is happening behind the scenes, where if you were to actually look, you would realise they aren't telling the whole truth, rather what they have just taken away from it. All they are doing is creating rage bait, and it is working sadly. You only have to look at their numbers to realise this. Then other people come along, see the numbers and the comments saying how they all agree, then they mistake it as being the truth as well. So I want to make sure everybody is on the same page. I want to run briefly through some of the things that are being said and let you know what is and what isn't true. So what is the truth? Henry Cavill is a mega fan of Warhammer, but you don't really have to look very far to figure that out. The Warhammer TV show will be approaching its deadline by December of this year, and the two companies must reach a creative agreement. Should they not, then the show may not proceed. So what is possible but not verified? Henry Cavill left The Witcher due to creative differences. This has been told time and time again to where even I thought it was just a straight fact. But why is this important to note? Because it has been a cornerstone in many arguments to say that he has left the Warhammer project. As it turns out, this is just an allegation, and whilst it certainly could be true, it isn't set in stone, so do take it with a pinch of salt and just know that it isn't 100% verified. And what is outright false? Henry Cavill is angry, he's upset, and most importantly, he has left the show. This has not got an ounce of truth to it from what I can find. The only sources of information that have been provided to us are through leaks and rumours, not from any reliable source. Do not trust something that has been spoken on behalf of Henry Cavill unless it is 100% verified or from his mouth. For I could do that to anyone and anyone could do that to me. Just because someone has said something doesn't mean it is true. The most truthful thing out of all of this that I have not mentioned is that we simply don't know what is happening. Yes, there is still a chance the show will be cancelled. Yes, Henry may be upset at what is going on, but he may also be incredibly excited at the story and what is being formed. And Amazon and GW are excited at the money they're about to make. Until we get official confirmation of the show's failure, I will still believe that this show will continue, and I'm excited to see what may come from it. Especially after the Fallout TV show, which I thoroughly enjoyed, which is saying something because I'm not a fan of the Fallout series, unlike my fiancé. I do understand though why people are concerned about what may be happening to the show. You only have to look at the recent Borderlands film to realise that there is a chance it could be highly inaccurate and incredibly boring, or both, which I for one really do not want to see. And I'm certain that Games Workshop and Amazon don't want that to happen either. They want to make as many series from this as possible. I want the creators of the show to take their time and put the care and attention in that I and so many others want to see of our favourite stories. And I'm sure that Henry Cavill does too. There is one thing that we all need to take away from this, and it's something that I need to remind myself frequently of. Patience is a virtue, and an often forgotten one at that. So what do I suggest we all do? Be patient and wait to hear official, accurate and sourced information about the show. Of course, I imagine these stories will still continue to be peddled around though, as they are easy money after all. But one of the most important things is that we all need to be calm and reasonable, as there's no need to start arguments over this. That isn't what I made my channel for. I want this to be a channel where it's a nice place where we can all talk about the hobby we love. So I do hope you have a good day. A regular video will be out next week, so I do hope to see you there. And remember, the Warhammer show isn't cancelled. At least not yet. Catch you all later.